but the actual work is easy. So I'm going to say, let vector A equals AX, AY, AZ. Let vector B equals BX, BY, BZ. Then A cross B is equal to AY, BZ minus AZ, BY, AZ, BX minus AX, BZ, comma, AX, BY minus AY, BX. Now you will never have to memorize that formula. I'm just putting it in there. Because as soon as you see this when you see the example of how to do this, it makes a beautiful cross. That's why it's called a cross product. Okay, but if you're somebody that likes formulas, there's your formula. All right, 3 more examples and I'll get back to that. Now you might say that was as clear as mud, and it is. Mud isn't clear? That's good. That's true. Just like this example isn't clear, but it will be clear in a second. Okay? Yeah. Yes, like that's a comma, comma, comma. Right? I just ran out of room. Now, Chris, it looks like you had 4 hours sleep last night. So if you had 4 hours sleep, this is the time to wake yourself up for these next 3 examples because these are powerfully important to your mark in this unit.
Right? That's 7 hours.
That's good.
I'm thinking too much about biology.
Don't think about biology, think about mathematics.
Is that just the equation? Like,
That's just the general equation. You don't need to memorize that though.
So you don't have to know how to like.
Here we go.
Where that comes
Now
from.
don't worry about that because this is I'm going to show you how to do it. So if A equals 3, 4, and negative 2, and B equals 5, negative 2, and 6, find A cross B. Now I want to make sure everyone gets that written down so nobody is struggling to keep up. And if you're talking to your neighbor, don't talk to your neighbor, okay? Because I need this one to be clear how to do this one. This is one on your test I want everyone to knock out of the park. Yes?
They said to get that.
No, you don't get that equation because you're not going to need it. So I'm going to show you how to do it with a mnemonic trick right now. Okay? So what you're going to do is this. You're going to write I, J, K, I, J, K. Can someone remind me what I, J, and K are again? No. What's I, J, and K? Go ahead. Those are the unit vectors. So what's going to happen is we're going to multiply some things together to get I, and that's going to be your X coordinate. You're going to multiply some things together to get J, and that's going to be your Y coordinate. And you're going to multiply some things together to get K, and that's going to be your Z coordinate. Yes.
Can I just use that?
If this one's better for you, you can use that one. Okay. So what no one in the history of math has ever done that though, because this way is a lot easier. But if you choose to use that way, I will not correct you. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to write some numbers down. Can somebody tell me what those numbers are I just wrote down? That's just vector A twice. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write vector B twice. And we'll do a few of these to make sure it goes well. And then we're going to do the crossing. Now I want to make sure everyone's up with me and then you guys can watch and then you can scribble at the end, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to add like this. Okay? So it's going to be 4 times 6 times I. Okay? Plus negative 2 times 5j plus 3 times negative 2 times k. Now hold on, Haley, just stay with me. Once you do a few of these, It gets really easy. So then what you're going to do in red, change your color, is going this way you subtract. Minus -2 times -2 times I, minus 3 times 6j, minus 4 times 5k. Okay? So the positives are going left to right, the negatives are going right to left. Now, the reason people like this is there's X's all over the place, or crosses. Okay, so it's called the cross product. You start, yeah, on this side.
The red one.
Yeah, on the red ones, yeah, start from the K and work to your left. And this one you start from the I's and you work your way to the right. So to summarize what I did there, I got 24I minus 4I minus 10j minus 18j minus 6k minus 20k, which is equal to 20I. I'll get it out of the way in a second, minus 28j minus 26k, which equals I'll give you a chance to try one of these for yourself. So,
Hold up there for like.
yeah, I'll leave it up there to make sure. Okay, so what I did, just as a reminder, is you started with the I, then you did I times 4 times 6, j times -2 times 5, k times 3 times -2, and then that went with I times -2 times -2, subtract, j times 3 times 6, subtract, and k times 4 times 5, subtract. Sorry, Brett, and then what else sitting at the back? If you like the first formula, you can use the first formula, but this is
Can you
better way.
just like move the page?
Yep. Especially because I'm telling me to not use my illegal copy of Windows. Now I give these one for you guys to try here right now yourself. Okay? And then we'll go through it as a class, but I want you guys to take an attempt at this. Because somebody told me yesterday, all this math is so easy when I do it on the board, and it is. But when you try it yourself, it's a little more difficult because you're doing it yourself, right? So I want you guys to try one of these on your own. This is fundamentally important for you in this course. Brad, how you doing? You look like you just had a lacrosse practice and you're tired. Sorry to pick on you. That was really what I said before. I'm sorry about that. But your hair is sparkling today. Okay, you guys wanted to try one? No, not yet. No, it's okay. I told you not to write while I was doing my thing.
You're just a bad listener.
All right, you sorted it? Okay, just one more time, because some people are having missed a number here. So just I times 4 times 6, right?
Oh, okay.
J times -2 times 5, K times 3, like they're
Okay,
multiplied.
I got confused about like the extra, like
Yeah.
first and five, like
Yeah.
where did we go?
Yeah. Okay. All right, I got you guys to try one right now. If you need encouragement, raise your hand. I'll do one of these right now. So here's example 4.
Okay, so
Well, because here's the thing, the n number is already taken into account for this. Right, because this is a vector, our answer is a vector. Example 4, we're going to say if u equals 3, -6, and 4, and v equals 1, -2, and 8, find u cross v. I'm going to hit pause in the video. I want you guys to try this one out. Follow along with the last example. This one should be the very same, except you're doing it yourself. That's the difference here, okay? So have confidence in yourselves. You guys can do this. Or just